Hello learners, this is Priyadarshi Subhakant and once again I welcome all of you to my safety classes, and today will be the last session on safety which was related to the CNC milling machines. So guys, in previous class we had discussed regarding the different types of fire, the different class of fire and the different types of fire extinguishers, and regarding the pass which was the operating procedure of fire extinguishers, and also we have discussed regarding the working principle of fire extinguisher. So those are the different things that we have discussed in our previous classes, and without wasting much of time, let us start the last session on safety, which is regarding what we'll study today. Now first we'll be starting with the personal protective equipment, then the next we'll be discussing regarding the safety on CNC milling machines. So guys, let us start the topic. So here as in the slide you can see there are varieties of personal protective equipments. So guys, we should know for what purpose we should use the particular personal protective equipments. So these are in short known as PPE, and these are very much essential, and we should have few ideas regarding where and which PPE is to be used. So starting with the first one, for the protection of eyes we should use safety goggles or shields or visors. As you can see in the slide it is mentioned. So to protect our eyes, if any hazards are there, then we should go for the PPE, that is safety glasses, safety goggles or shields or visors. Then similar way, next protection for our ear, if too much of noise is there, then what we can use? Now we can use ear muffs or ear plug, as you can see in the slide. So these are some of the PPE for your ear. Then next, moving on to the nose. For our nose, if there is a dusty area is there, lot of fumes are there, smoke is there, then what we can use? Now we can use, that is mask, as you can see in the slide. Then next, cartridge mask is also there, where lot of fumes are there, so we can prefer this type of cartridge mask, or tiny particles, powder like particles which is there. So to filter it properly we can use cartridge type mask. So now for hands, what we should use for our hands? Now for our hands we should use gloves and barrier cream. So generally gloves, commonly we know that one. Barrier creams is also there, we can put it on our hands, which will save us from the other different hazards. So next one, moving for foot. So here what happens guys, now if you are talking about foot, so here to protect the foot, what PPE we should use? Now we should use safety shoes or gum boots, which most of us know that one. So to protect our foot we should use these safety shoes and gum boots. Then the next, that is the most important thing, that is the head. So to protect our head from other different types of hazards, we should use helmets or hats. You are working under sun and you are mostly prone to the sun rays, at that time you can use the hats. And here moving on to the next one, the next one you can get it, working from height. When we are working at height, then what you should use? Now you should use harness or fall arrested device. As you can see in this slide, these are the harness and fall arrested device which are used to protect us from the height. If you lose our balance and we fall down, then if this particularly safety equipments PPE are used, then it will definitely held us and it will not allow to fall down. So please remember, these are very important things, personal protective equipments. And next, for the skin now, next we'll be moving on to the skin, and for skin what we can use, like sunburn cream we can use, or long sleeved cloth. If our hands, we are working under sun or something like that it is there, then we can use the full sleeved shirts or t-shirts which will protect us, even if we can use sunburn cream which will save our skin also. So guys, these were few things regarding your personal protective equipments. Now guys, we'll be moving on to the safety on CNC machines. So guys, what the things you should keep on eyes while working on a CNC machine? Now first thing, use safety goggles. Please listen it properly, use safety goggles. Then next, use safety shoes. This is mandatory. Whenever you are working with CNC machine, please use safety shoes. Use hand gloves, because there will be very sharp cutting tools, there will be lot of burrs and edges on the machined jobs. So please make a habit of wearing hand gloves. And the other safety points on CNC machines that we can keep in our mind that keep your hands away from rotating parts, because machine is there, lot of rotating parts will be there. Please keep yourself and others away from that rotating parts. Then next, avoid touching the cutting tool edges. Generally when we'll be changing the tools or we'll be transferring the tools from one place to other place, please avoid touching the sharp edges of that cutting tools. Then the next point, don't touch the sharp edges of workpiece. So generally workpiece means what happens, I already told you, the newly machined job will be having some sharp edges. So please take care and don't put the finger on that sharp edges, which may give a cut to your fingers or hand. So other points, one of the most important point, that is only operate CNC machines when you have been trained to use. So without having any idea regarding the CNC machine, please don't go and start operating on the CNC machine. So that was the point from the safety classes of CNC milling machines. And guys, so to know how to operate a CNC machine, how to do the programming, how to run a CNC machines, we'll be starting or we'll be discussing in our upcoming classes. So please guys, wait for the next chapter to be started, and in that we'll be discussing regarding the history of CNC machines. First the NC, then CNC, then DNC, and like this we'll move on. So please stay tuned to the CNC milling classes, and that was the last session regarding safety, and from next class onwards we'll be starting the history of CNC machines. Stay happy, and that was all from today's session. Have a good day. Thank you all.